Hey everyone! Welcome to The Young and the Restless. I'm Jane, and I'm so excited to have you here. If you love Young and the Restless, then you're in the right place. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a video. Alright, let's dive right in. Ashley's disturbing news, Sharon's choice, and Martin's impending takedown. According to spoilers for The Young and the Restless, Ashley Abbott receives some disturbing news, and Martin Lawrence's downfall is imminent. There will be some dramatic developments on the CBS soap opera as Sharon Newman also makes a significant decision. Let's start by talking about Ashley's return to Genoa City since she is going to be confronted with an astounding revelation. Jack Abbott will take Ashley aside and acknowledge that she has to be aware of a family situation. As Jack clarifies that Laurent might not be who he says he is, Ashley will soon know this is about him. To Ashley's amazement, Jack will inquire as to whether Martin, rather than the genuine Alan, is the twin who survived the balcony fall. At first, Ashley could find it absurd, but Jack will educate her on all the concerning warning indicators. Based on the information that suggests Alan abducted Sharon and Phyllis Summers, Traci Abbott is concerned. Naturally, ever since that awful night when one brother died in their combined fall, Traci has been afraid that Alan has been Martin. Ashley will accept the possibility that Martin has been lying to them all along after giving it some thought. Ashley and Jack will both forecast the risk Traci might still be facing. According to YNR teasers, Traci is ready to make a distress signal. Traci might feel she needs to let Jack know what's going on since we know Alan would soon corner her by herself in a GCAC suite. The challenge will be to try to accomplish it without giving Alan away too much. Even if Traci tries to call Jack, will Alan sense that something is wrong? We'll see if Alan confesses to the kidnapping and acknowledges that he is Martin, but in any case, Traci will muster the guts to try to get the truth from him during the week of April 7th to 11th. In the interim, Sharon will need to make a crucial choice about her trip to London with Faith and Nick Newman, who unexpectedly agreed to join her. Given the clues that Chance Chancellor just gave that suggest Alan is guilty, Sharon could decide it would be best to put off the trip. Sharon might decide to wait for developments as Phyllis Summers could need some backup. After justice is done, Sharon and Phyllis will predict whether they will get the closure they require. Summer is held responsible for Claire's absence after making a dangerous remark to Chance. Spoilers for The Young and the Restless suggest that Claire Newman might disappear. Will Summer Newman face consequences for his menacing remark to the Chance Chancellor? Chance will believe it's time to quit skirting the obvious problem in this instance in YNR's April 7th episode. It's obvious that Summer is envious of Kyle Abbott's relationship with Claire Newman. Chance will therefore persist until he persuades Summer to confess her contempt for Kyle's most recent romance. Chance will be relieved to hear Summer's passionate statement about how she can't tolerate Kyle and Claire together. Summer will also bring up the fact that she still remembers Claire's methods of pursuing her family. The way that everyone has accepted this new and improved Claire will not sit well with Summer. Summer will admit that she occasionally wishes Claire would simply vanish because it's obvious she still has feelings for Kyle. It's intriguing that Summer will tell Chance about everything, as Chance is a detective and may someday look back on this exchange suspiciously. There's a strong likelihood that a character on a soap opera will actually disappear when someone on the show confesses to wanting that character to disappear. It seems logical that Summer's remark might have contributed to Claire's disappearance. Naturally, Summer would be going to great lengths to hurt Claire physically. Nothing suggests that Summer will stray that far from the truth, but no one can rule out Summer doing something extreme like kidnapping Claire and holding her captive. Rather, there may be a scenario in which Claire experiences something else entirely unrelated to Summer. Nevertheless, if Claire disappears, Summer's remark might put her on the hot seat with Chance. Chance might start an inquiry and question Summer about whether or not she fulfilled her own dream. In actuality, Claire might become involved in an incident that takes her temporarily off-screen. However, someone unexpected like Ian Ward or a Jordan who has been miraculously resurrected might re-enter the fray to capture Claire. In any case, Summer's desire for Claire to vanish is unnerving and may be a prelude to Claire actually going missing. Summer can end up in hot trouble if it appears that her wish was more of a prophecy. When Sharon goes back to dating, does Nick get envious? According to spoilers on The Young and the Restless, Sharon Newman may ultimately go back into dating. Is Nick Newman's jealousy about to explode? Since Nick is a perceptive person, he was able to determine that Sharon had more than just a passing affection for him. Nick and Sharon have talked about those sentiments, but Nick doesn't want to jeopardize their friendship because a romantic reunion might not work out. Sharon might eventually try to let go of any hopes of a reunion because Nick effectively rejected her. Re-entering the dating scene is the best option for Sharon to move on if she decides she needs to. Fans of YNR are aware that Esther Valentine has previously used a dating app, so she might encourage Sharon to try it out to see whether her ideal mate is available. Another possibility is that Sharon will run across a charming stranger in the community, or perhaps a friend could arrange a blind date for her. In any case, Nick might discover that he doesn't want to watch Sharon with another man. Nick might decide he doesn't like Sharon's attempt to find someone else after seeing it. Nick may exhibit both his protective and jealous sides. Nick may express disapproval of the new man in Sharon's life or perhaps attempt to caution him against her. At that point, Nick might at last acknowledge that he's intended to be with Sharon and confront his own longing for a reunion. At the very least, it might result in a passionate hookup when Nick and Sharon's passions flare up. In a recent interview with Woman's World, Joshua Morrow predicted that Sharon will be Nick's next romantic companion. Nick and Sharon may end up in bed together while they work things out if that proves to be the case. In the meantime, if Sharon tries to move on with another attractive person on canvas, Nick's jealousy can lead to some drama. According to teasers for The Young and the Restless, Sharon's romantic life may bring some unexpected news, so stay tuned for updates on what lies ahead for her.